never get down to actually creating something. Like, of all these brilliant ideas, but I never put it to use. I probably did try. Oh wait, actually, there was. It's not really a new idea, but I tried to make a candle business. Like, I thought I could reconfigure a printer that I had to print on candles. Turns out I was too lazy and I couldn't be arsed doing that. But I bought all the candles, set up a business, and I tried it. And yeah, look, worked, made the candles and all that, but I mean, I couldn't get the printing thing to work properly, so.
So in your assignments here at DIT, have you had any time when you were making something that you feel like you created something that was new?
Yeah, I suppose through assignments. Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't, like, when you're doing assignments, it's a new thing, and you're learning about it, and like, you're starting at the bottom of it, so you don't really. The more you come up with ideas at the start, then the more you know about the subject, then you realise them ideas won't work. I can't think of one particular one now that actually, I suppose the project I'm doing at the moment, slum improvement. I've came up with an idea to recycle plastic, like PET plastic, and throw. Like, it's been done before, but I'm doing it a different way.
Okay.
And I want to use it as a structural element in the building, so it wouldn't just be a window; it'd also be a structural element. So increasing the amount of kind of parameters that object has. I'm not making sense here at all.
No, it's making sense to me. So the window pane is going to be, well, the overall, I don't know whether it's just the window, but the window unit helps give structural reinforcement to the building.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I mean, the issue with slums is that they've no lighting, and they just cover it up with like cardboard, whatever they can really find sometimes. And an idea is that people fill plastic bottles with chlorine and water and just put it in the wall, and it actually it grabs the light from the outside and brings it inside. And like, it's the same as that idea, except I want to melt this all down and then make a kind of a cube and fill it with chlorine water, and then you can use it as a beam, like, in the building.
Okay, and that hasn't been done before?
I don't think so. Maybe it has, probably. Everything's been done before, I suppose, like, now, but I haven't seen it out there myself.
Is this your thesis project?
No, it's just a module project.
Oh, okay. And then, so what module is that on?
It's the scheme tree design.
And is this for an assignment?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the assignment?
So the assignment is to create a strategy for improving slums, the quality of life of people living in slums, and it was split up into a few different parts. My part was infrastructure. It was water, and there was electricity. So for my part, we had to work with the two other groups and try and come up with an overall strategy to kind of go about how to commune with the community, and how to kind of strategize with the government to get money, all that. But then at the end of it, we had to come up with an innovative idea to kind of try and improve the quality of life that's not too expensive. Like, it has to be a viable option. It can't be like useless in 5 years' time. Like, it has to be something that like might actually work instead of like a different idea. Like, and like, it's hard to kind of come up with that. A lot of different ideas. So we just threw down lists of like different ideas, and I mean, that's one that I came up with and I thought was pretty cool, but we haven't made it yet, so we don't know if it'll work. Or
so you said this is a group project.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the role of your peers in this project?
Yeah, so well, we like to, once we get started with the project, we like to split it up, kind of understand it, then split it up, and then we kind of each take part a role in the project to get it done. And then we go do that, and then next week we kind of meet up, talk, and kind of brainstorm ideas, and then split up the next week's work into a few things, and then go again. And yeah, that's.
So what's the overall project for the group? If this thing that you're doing with the window being a structural element, it's just part of a larger project. What's the overall project?
So slum improvement.
But is your group working on something where the people's parts are somehow combined?
Yeah. So I suppose what we want to work with the group and create like a design of a building, say, and then like the solar group or the electricity group would want to put solar panels on the roof. So we have to talk to them, how much space they need, how much energy will they require. Water group, the exact same, how much water does the family need. We just made a kind of a basic kind of overlay kind of design of, say, a little community, and I kind of came up with a plan to use that. But within our project, that's the kind of overall scheme of all three projects. But then kind of deeper in on the infrastructure part, we also had to come up with a kind of new ideas on how to innovate the buildings. Like, they have buildings there at the moment, but how can we make them better? So you mentioned the word innovate. Can you tell me how that plays into this? Yeah, so I think the idea was to rethink how things are done, rethink products. So recycling and reuse is a big thing now, so we want to try and use implement that into the strategy, because it's cheap, it's there, it's and it's a viable product to use as, say, a bit of like a wall or something like that, and it has translucent properties in some cases. And
okay, so when we go to that big question about thinking of time when you created something that was entirely new, and then you said, what do you mean? And you had several different ideas coming off of that. Can you tell me what more about the things that went through your head when I asked you, can you think of a time when you created something entirely new?
Yeah, a bit of fear, because I've not really created, I'm not actually implementing anything in the world yet. We only get a few weeks on these projects maximum, so you never kind of get to follow through and kind of make something out of it.
Yeah.
So it's only ever on paper. You never kind of get to go to a machinist, create the parts, put them together, see what they look in real life, kind of then figure out what's wrong, then reinvent it, keep on. You don't get that iterative method to improve, and that's what you do need in design, I think. But at least I think from our perspective in civil, we're looking at it from a different direction, I suppose, than that. We're looking at it from a use, from how it's used, how it interacts with the environment, how people interact with it.
Okay.
I don't know how. I'm not explaining that well. I don't think.
No. I do want to know a little bit more. But are you telling me that the civil engineering program isn't really prioritizing design to get you to go through that iterative process?
No, it wouldn't be doing that necessarily. No, it is it is and it isn't. I've never done that before, so I'm not a product design student, say, and that's what they'd be doing. But they'd never kind of go in. They'd never understood. They'd never probably figure out the issues, figure out the actual cost of that product, or the life cycle assessment, or they wouldn't do. They wouldn't do kind of the deep stuff about that product, the effects of it on the environment. And I think would done properly.